California volcano warning. Powerful eruptions are inevitable in the state of California. This is a warning given by the U.S. Geological Survey. It's not fear-mongering. A lot of people in California are expecting earthquakes, like the big one, for example, but they're not ready for anything having to do with a volcanic eruption and the pyroclastic flows and the ash and everything else that goes with it. This is by James Bickerton on Express UK. Powerful volcanic eruptions are inevitable in California. This is according to the dramatic statement, which is a warning from the U.S. Geological Survey. It identified 7 active volcanoes in which magma has been found that could trigger an emergency that endangers the state. According to USGS report, there's a 16% chance of a small or moderate eruption within the next 30 years. In comparison, the next 25 years will see a 22% chance of an earthquake of at least 6.7 magnitude hitting the state. And you'll see these again in the previous 3 videos that I've uploaded. The report stresses the threat from volcanoes is not as widely recognized as from other natural disasters, for example, earthquakes. It says the potential for damaging earthquakes, landslides, floods, tsunamis, and wildfires is widely recognized in California, and they go on to say the same cannot be said for volcanic eruptions, despite the fact that they occur in the state about as frequently as the largest earthquakes on the San Andreas Fault. Now, there are 8 volcanic areas that pose a threat to California, and they're identified in the report. These 8 areas contain 7 active volcanoes which have magma beneath them. The report studied volcanic activity in California over the past 5,000 years, and the study says that even a relatively minor eruption could have serious impact on California. The authors of the study claim, quote, the 1914-17 eruption of Lassen Peak in Shasta County produced a year-long series of minor steam blasts before a larger explosion sent an eruption column 30,000 feet high and unleashed destructive pyroclastic flows and lahars. Although considered a small eruption by volcanologists, wind-borne ash drifted 275 miles eastward and fell as far away as Elko, Nevada. The most energetic part of the eruption was over in a matter of days, but recurring steam blasts and lahars created hazardous conditions for years after that. Now, they have close monitoring all these volcanoes, and they're studying them, and they're, of course, because of the statement they gave, they have to have even more monitoring, I would say, to give advance warning of any kind of activity, an event, of an eruption. Should an eruption take place, a statewide advice and response is recommended to contain the damage. The authors say this will require the collective efforts of scientists, land managers, civil authorities, lifeline operators, and communities. Quote, only together can California successfully manage volcanic risk and continue to enjoy the beauty and benefits of a geologically dynamic state, end quote. And obviously it is a beautiful state and has beautiful climate, but it's got a lot of natural disasters waiting to happen, it seems. It's not just the San Andreas Fault and the Hayward Fault, it's also the volcanoes. And now from one of the previous videos that I did, I remember that they claim that they believe that the most chances are of the Mono Inyo craters, which are found in the Long Valley Caldera area, which is a supervolcano. And that's not, if you look at Google Maps, please do so. It's not far from Yellowstone. It's about 500 miles. Now, when you're talking about a supervolcanic eruption, it's not far. One supervolcano next to another one. And also, one of the recent Yellowstone findings is that Yellowstone is 2.5 times as big as they previously thought it was, and that it stretches all the way down to Mexico. So, there are a lot of things still there that we don't know of. How all these things are interconnected and work. All right, I'll leave a link below for you for this. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.